Aviation's improvements continued in earnest, and in 1927, inventor, writer, and aviator Charles Lindbergh completed the first non-stop continent-to-continent flight ever. He flew from New Jersey to Paris in 33 hours all by himself. Suddenly, Americans took an interest in aviation like never before. Passenger flight became all the rage, and a lot of companies invested into the aviation industry. The world just became smaller and smaller as people could travel from continent to continent in just a few hours as opposed to months.
Cool skies.
Nowadays, aviation has created amazing opportunities around the world for even more technological advances.
When did the first and longest unmanned aircraft flight take place, Willy Widget?
Ah, yes! The record goes to the amazing Global Hawk, developed by NASA. In 2001, the Global Hawk was the first airplane to accomplish the longest point-to-point flight by an unmanned aircraft ever.
Hey, Gumdrop! I think we just found out the answer to Commander Airhead's Who Flew question.
You're right, Rumor. The record goes to the amazing Global Hawk developed by NASA.
Ha! Congratulations on finding the answer to this mission's Who Flew question, Winged Scouts. Commander Airhead will be proud of you. No pistons about it.
Fantastic work, Winged Scouts! Your mission was a great success! You're well on your way to winning the prestigious Planes with Brains Award!
Awesome!
Say, were you able to find the answer to this mission's Who Flew question?
Yes, Commander Airhead, we sure did.
The record goes to the amazing Global Hawk developed by NASA.
The first and longest unmanned aircraft flight was achieved by the Global Hawk in 2001.
That's great! Good job, Winged Scouts!
What's our next mission, Commander Airhead?
Your next mission is going to be your most incredible yet. We want you to learn about how planes fly.
How planes fly? Wow! Cool!
For all the bumpy flights, can't wait to get started.
Yay! Winged Scouts ready to fly, Commander Airhead.
Winged Scouts!
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Hooray!
Gumdrop, Vroomer, as we know, there are no limits to what we can learn. Considering you two did so well last time, I have another adventure for you. Your mission, Gumdrop and Vroomer, is to discover all about the most fascinating machine of all.
Planes!
Planes!
Exactly! You will travel all over the world, across time, space, and beyond. You must keep your little metal noses pointed ahead, your motors humming, and your wings perked at all times. We depend on you to do the best job possible. Are you ready for your assignment?
As ready as we'll ever be, Commander.
We were born ready.
Plane Scouts, ready for our mission, Commander Airhead.
This is sure to be a challenging mission, little ones.
Is there any other kind?
The more challenging, the better.
Glad to hear it, because I'm sending you two on a mission to learn how do planes fly.
How do planes fly? Cool.
Can't wait.
It's up to you to learn all about it and report back to me with what you've discovered.
Depart to Discovery.
Looking forward to navigating all those factoids.
What can you tell us about how planes fly? What are the mechanics of flight, Commander Airhead?
Well, a plane's engines are designed to move it forward at high speed. That makes airflow rapidly over the wings, throwing the air down toward the ground and generating an upward force called lift. that overcomes the plane's weight and holds it in the sky. So it's the engines that move a plane forward while the wings move it upward.
Wow! I can't wait to find out more!
How do planes fly? Sounds absolutely amazing!
As you know, Vroomer and Gumdrop, to be the best research planes you can be, you must find out and learn tons of amazing facts about airplanes.
Yes, Commander Airhead!
Vroom, vroom. We will!
Excellent! You must also know there is a question that all the brightest flying minds all over the world's skies have not been able to answer about how planes fly. We need you two winged scouts to help us answer the who flew question about how planes fly.
Who flew question? Love it! What is the question, Commander Airhead?
What is the fastest passenger aircraft ever built? And what engine does it use?
That's a great question, Commander Airhead.
We'll land the answer in a spin of a propeller, I'm sure.
I will assign you the best winged scout helper in the world. His name is Willie Widget. He's a robotic encyclopedia of aircraft knowledge. He will assist you on your mission.
Awesome android!
We always love flying with Willie Widget.
Be sure to ask a lot of questions, winged scouts. Willie knows it all.
Yay! Wing Scouts ready to fly, Commander Airhead.
Winged Scouts!
Vroom, vroom.
Hooray!
Winged Scouts! Ready to get started on your next adventure?
Yes, super ready.
Totally ready.
Remember, Winged Scouts, any and all questions you have, I'm here to answer them.
Where do we begin?
Once upon a time, the two brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright, made 4 brief flights with their first powered aircraft at Kitty Hawk. The Wright brothers successfully invented the first airplane to fly on December 17, 1903. Orville piloted the gasoline-powered propeller-driven biplane, which stayed in the air for 12 seconds and covered 120 feet on its first flight.
Whoa!
To trace the first flight over and learn more about the mechanics of flying, we need to travel back in time to 1903 to witness this first successful flight to ever take place. Let's go visit the designers of the mechanics of the early planes.
Yeah!
In Germany, German engineer Otto Lilienthal studied aerodynamics and worked to design a glider that would fly. He was the first person to design a glider that could fly a person and was able to fly long distances. Samuel Langley, an astronomer, realized that power was needed to fly. He built a model of a plane which he called an aerodrome, which included a steam-powered engine. In 1891, his model flew for 3/4 of a mile before running out of fuel.
What's a glider, Willie Widget?
A glider is a light aircraft that is designed to fly without using an engine. So, a glider performs the act of gliding through the air. Do you know that you two guys glide every time you fly?
Incredible! Hit my plane brain with more cool factoids.
In 1903, the Wright brothers designed the first airplane engine, which was a 4-cycle engine called the Wright Flyer.
Blasting engines! That's amazing!
In the 1930s, Hungarian engineer Georgi Jędrasik designed the Jędrasik CA-1, the first functional turboprop engine. The engine was intended for the Hungarian twin-engine Varga RMI-1 reconnaissance bomber.
Very interesting.
What happened next, Willie?
Excellent question, Gumdrop. In 1911, after the Wright brothers visited France, Alessandro Anzani, an Italian living in France, was inspired to start designing airplane engines. He designed a series of 3-cylinder engines that produced anywhere from 10 to 50 horsepower, including the 25-horsepower engine that powered Louis Blériot's XI airplane across the whole English Channel in 1909.
Whoa! Fun factoid! So how did we go from these slow planes to the very fast airplanes we have today?
That's a very good question, Vroomer. In the late 1920s in France, the Gnome-Rhone Mistral Major, also known as the 14K, was a 2-row radial engine that was, for a time, the most powerful engine ordered in large numbers on the planet. It gave an amazing output, surpassing the outputs of most other European engines.
Woohoo!
What types of planes was the Gnome-Rhone 14K engine used for, Willy Widget?
The Gnome-Rhone 14K engine was used in more than a dozen different airplane types and was available in a large number of different variants on the continent and beyond.
Whoa, Willie! Factoid cooler than rain clouds after a spring shower.
What engine type was used to power the Apollo 11 spaceship, Willie?
Excellent question, Vroomer. The Apollo 11 spaceship in 1969 completed the famous lunar mission and was powered by the Rocketdyne F1, which was developed in the 1950s.
What kind of engine was the Rocketdyne F1, Willy Widget?
Very good question, Vroomer. I see you are paying attention. The Rocketdyne F1 was the most powerful liquid fuel propulsion system ever built and put out 1.5 million pounds of thrust. 5 F1s were used for each Saturn V rocket launch, with each engine burning more than 400 gallons of liquid oxygen per second, approximately 5,000 times the amount of a high-powered jet engine used on commercial airliners today.
What does it take to make an airplane go 7,000 miles per hour?
According to NASA's X-43 in 2004, the answer is supersonic combustion ramjet, or scramjet, technology which allows ultra-high-speed aircraft traveling faster than Mach 4 to get their oxygen straight from the atmosphere, as opposed to relying on an onboard supply of heavy oxidizer or a traditional turbine engine